call it to order. It's extraordinary times, and we're going to extraordinary measures. So we have Dr. Mickey Ostrom and Lee Ware on the phone, and Scott, Charlie, and I are obviously here, as you can see. So if we can get started, we can stand for the invocation and the pledge allegiance to the flag. Charlie?
The invocation. God, take care of us today. Bless this county and this nation with this virus that is going rapidly through everyone. Hoping that we make all the right decisions. We know it won't be, but guide us in what you think we should be doing. In your name we pray. Amen.
All right, stand towards the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As you can see by the picture, we're practicing our social separation. Our staff is here also almost practicing some social separation. But a great job by our staff setting this all up and making this happen. Looking forward to better news in the next couple weeks. But Stacy, if you could take us to the statement regarding Open Public Meetings Act.
Adequate notice pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given of this meeting by forwarding notice to the South Jersey Times and Elmer Times Company, and by posting notice on the bulletin board in the Salem County Courthouse in the 5th Street office complex, and by filing notice in the offices of Salem County Clerk and the Clerk of the Board, all having been done at least 48 hours in advance.
Roll call, please.
Director Benjamin Laurie.
Here.
Deputy Director Scott Griscom.
Here.
Freeholder Charles Hassler.
Here.
Freeholder Gordon Ostrom.
Here.
Freeholder Lee Ware. We have a quorum.
Thank you. And we are here unanimously. Minutes, please. What's your pleasure, Freeholders?
Director, I move that we dispense from the reading of the minutes from the March 18th, 2020 regular meeting. Minutes are to be received, approved, and recorded in the minutes book.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? And gentlemen on the phone, Lee and Mickey, we're going to proceed. If you have an opposing view, I'd like you to speak up. Otherwise, we'll consider it unanimous. There's three of us here, but if you do have an opposing view, of just
Do I have to do roll call? I think I have to do roll call since they're not here.
well, I've been overruled by my solicitor, so which is fine. We will do a roll call vote on these items. So I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, roll call.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Aye.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware. Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
We have a quorum. Unanimous, sorry.
We have no special recognition tonight, or do we?
We have proclamation, I'm
We
sorry.
have a proclamation, Scott.
Yes, I have a proclamation here from the Board of Chosen Freeholders in recognition of the National Public Safety Telecommunication Week, which will be recognized by the Freeholder Board April 12th to April 18th, 2020. And since there's nobody here to receive it, I'm not going to read it.
Okay. It's a good time to have the telecommunications recognize all the things they're going through.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
It's a good time. And no presentations?
None.
Do we have a waiver of the rules?
We have 3 waiver of the rules. A3, resolution converting an established snow removal reserve to storm recovery reserve for coronavirus response. A4, resolution authorizing change order number 1 to the contract for the purchase of election materials for the County of Salem. And A5, resolution amending resolution 2020-007, setting job classification titles and salary ranges for 2020.
You've heard the reading of these 3 waivers. What's your pleasure?
Director, I move that we accept these waiver of the rules.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Freeholder Ostrom. Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware. Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Freeholders, what's your pleasure with the correspondence and the committee, commission minutes, and reports?
Director, I can make a motion that the following correspondence from the committees and commission minutes be filed and made a part of our minutes.
Second.
I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Aye.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware. Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0 unanimous.
Payment of bills and claims, what's your pleasure?
Director, I make a motion that all bills and claims, when properly signed and audited, be paid and charged to their respective accounts.
Second?
I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call?
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
And Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0 unanimous.
Is there a treasurer's report? No treasurer's report today. And we're moving on to our resolutions. We have the administrative committee. Please process.
A1, resolution amending the 2020 temporary capital budget. A2, resolution awarding a contract supplying new weapons for the Salem County Prosecutor and Sheriff's Offices. A3, resolution converting an established snow removal reserve to storm recovery reserve for coronavirus response. A4, resolution authorizing change order number 1 to the contract for the purchase of election materials for the County of Salem. And A5, resolution amending resolution 2020-07, setting job classification titles and salary ranges for 2020.
Freeholders, you've heard the reading of these 5 resolutions. What's your pleasure?
Director, I motion that we adopt these 5 resolutions.
A second?
We have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call?
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0.
Economic Development, Public Works Committee resolutions.
C1, resolution authorizing 2020 aerial dispensing operations by Salem County Mosquito Control. A2, resolution approving engineering scope amendment A to change order number 3 for 2018 professional engineering technical assistance design and permitting of scour protection for Pleasant Hill Bridge, County Bridge 1701088 over Alloway Creek in Alloway Township for the County of Salem. C3, resolution accepting terms and conditions Department of the Army easement number DACW 31219-175, easement for pipeline right-of-way, lift station located on the Penn's Neck disposal area on Hook Road, County Road 551, Township, Pennsville Township, Salem County, New Jersey. C4, resolution accepting terms and conditions Department of the Army license number DACW 31320-378 for the Penn's Neck disposal area at the Hook Road pumping station.
You've heard the reading of these 4 resolutions. What's your pleasure?
Mr. Director, I motion that we adopt these 4 resolutions.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
And Director Laurie.
Yes. We have
5-0.
We have one resolution for Health and Human Services Education.
D1, resolution accepting and executing a grant from the New Jersey Association of County and City Health Officials for coronavirus preparedness activities.
You've heard the reading of this resolution. What is your pleasure?
Mr. Director, I motion.
Mr. Director, I'd like to make a motion, we adopt this resolution. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Just a little discussion. What is this? What is the grant for?
It's not.
Specifically?
It's specifically for the activities for coronavirus, so it's about a $5,000 grant. It's not a big grant, but it'll help. So if they have to do any education,
But they sent one of those to every county.
you can apply for it. Mhm.
Roll call, please.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0.
We're going to introduce ordinance 2020-002. Could you do the introduction, please?
Ordinance 2020-002, introduction. Bond ordinance providing for improvements to the courthouse and the administration building and the construction of an adjoining addition thereto by and in the County of Salem, State of New Jersey, appropriating $40 million therefore, and authorizing $38,095,000 bonds or notes of the county to finance part of the cost thereof.
I'll take a motion for the introduction of ordinance 2020-02.
Mr. Director, I'll make the motion to adopt the introduction of this ordinance.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscoe.
Yes.
And Director Laurie.
Yes. The next meeting will be our second reading and adoption, or we go one more for the adoption?
No,
Fine.
public hearing and final adoption is set for April 15th, 2020.
Okay. Freeholders, any old business?
I got a question on that. So if we are in the same type of situation we are now, it'll be difficult to have much discussion. How do we handle that?
We could, I mean, you still have the discussion, just, you mean?
With the
over
public?
If we were-
Well, they have the ability, we're doing it through Facebook Live, so they would have the ability to ask questions
Okay.
and comment, in the same way that they're doing it now. And that's all in compliance with the regulations that have come out.
Okay.
If we have easement of these restrictions for the May meeting, could we push that final adoption out till then to give or can we not do that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on a tight time frame,
We are.
specifically with the VOTEC, in order for them to work this summer.
Okay. Just asking the question.
I
don't think we will be, but I'm just
frankly
saying.
don't think we're gonna have relaxation,
I don't think there will neither, Doc.
like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And we're taking every precaution to ensure that the public's able to comment and participate in this manner, and so we'll make sure we do that next time as well.
And I should have gone over that, but let's take this vote and then we'll discuss how this is working right now, so if somebody wants to jump in a minute.
Sure.
So,
You already voted.
Yeah, we voted.
you did vote. Okay, well, that's good. Passed unanimous. And right now, if the
Lost
public.
of memory might be COVID.
Thanks, Doc. Freeholders, any old business? Freeholders, any new business? I did hear from some
I
from
just
Mid-Atlantic.
want to thank everyone for their understanding with this issue. I think making the next meeting virtual is certainly the right move. Had a lot of input from my physician colleagues, and thank everyone for their cooperation.
Okay, Nick, thank you.
All right, and just we had one person for the public so far wanted comments on, it was Glenn Donaldson of Mid-Atlantic, and we've pretty much resolved that, so we'll put that for the next meeting if it isn't resolved in administration. Any other freeholders, new business? Okay, we have an opportunity for public comment, and I apologize for not showing how this works, but is it verbal or is it written?
It's written. I'll read it out.
Okay, so
There's no
well,
comment.
there's something that came through already, but I don't know why.
So are we formally opening it for public
Yes.
comment?
Yes. We are open to public comment, so if anyone from the public, if there is anyone out there that would like to comment or state your name and address in the comment, and we'll wait a couple seconds or a couple minutes for you to type it in.
Okay, there are from Seacom Meadows, what is the availability testing at locations in the county if symptoms are present? 2, the number of people in the county tested to date. 3, the number of tests with results pending. 4, number of negative test results. 5, what is being done to increase the number of hospital beds and ICU beds for the county before the shortfall occurs.
Okay, do you want to come over here?
Oh, you want me on camera now? Oh, man.
A very capable HR director and assistant administrator will fill you in on those questions. Speak loudly.
Okay, so number 1, the availability of testing at locations in the county if symptoms are present. If you have symptoms, you should call your doctor. They can order the test, or you can go to the hospital. Make sure you call first so the emergency room knows that you are experiencing symptoms of COVID-19. They will not test you if you do not fit the criteria. We are working currently to develop a drive-through testing site, appointment only, you'll have to have the symptoms, but we're hoping that it will be up and running second week in April, possibly third week in April. It would be at the fairgrounds in Salem County. And right now we are attempting to purchase the test kits. So if you look on our website or the Salem County Health Department website, you would find more information there of when we'll have the testing available. Number of people in the county tested to date. I don't have that memorized, but the health department just posted that on their website and possibly Facebook this evening. So you can go there to the health department, Salem County Health Department. Right now I don't have the pending results. The only thing I have right now are, we have 3 new positives today. And we're a total of 19 positives. One of them has passed away. The negative results would also be on the website and the Facebook for the health department. They'll have those numbers on there also tonight. We just felt that it was good to give people the negatives and the totals so they could feel a little bit more secure that we are testing and there are a lot more negatives than positives. I am not right now and have not been in contact for about a week with the hospital, so I'm not sure what they're doing to increase the number of beds. We have one person, I believe, in Salem Hospital. There is another person that's in Christiana. Don't quote me on those, but right now I think we only have one in Salem Hospital. I can get, if you would call if you look on the health department, you can ask a question, you can contact them, they can get back to you with that. I think that's it.
Just for purposes of the record, what was the name and address of that person asking the question?
It says Seacom Meadows.
That's,
Okay.
there's no address on it, it's just
Okay.
here.
And I had been told, I haven't confirmed it, but they've added 30 beds to the hospital on the 3rd floor.
Oh, good.
I don't know that that's absolute, but I know that I was told that today.
Stacy, I would emphasize when the drive-through clinic starts, or testing center starts, as per the current recommendation, one would have to have a prescription from a physician to be tested.
Okay, I'm not sure, that's something maybe you and June could discuss together.
Well, those are the current guidelines. Now, we're not gonna be up and running for a week, who knows what will
Right.
happen in that period of time. I also, for those who listened to the governor's comments today, had we not reacted as we did, we would have only had 20% of the potentially necessary beds in the state. But the measures we've taken to flatten the curve have that down, and we have, I think, over 50% of the cases of the beds necessary, and expansion is on the way statewide.
Any other questions or anything else come in?
I didn't see anything, but I don't know if I'm doing this correctly.
We're trying.
I do want to have one small comment. We are blessed in Salem County and Cumberland County to be very rural. We're more like most of the nation,
Okay.
I think, in our curve. To be grouped in with North Jersey is difficult because it shows the curve going straight up, and that is sad and terrible. But I think Salem County is more like the other states where our curve is lower, and we're blessed that way. You know, just being rural, people aren't jammed together. Don't have a lot of public transportation, which is bad for our county, but in this case, it's good for our county. Not to have people climbing on buses and trains, and so in this way, we're blessed.
We have another.
Okay.
They're just confirming the $40 million courthouse adoption is the 15th of April. That is from RELDDASDARB.
They just want to know if that's the correct date.
Yes,
courthouse
15th.
I would say the
Yes,
bond
the next one.
ordinance.
The
The
bond
bond
ordinance, not the
ordinance.
adoption of the courthouse, the bond
The
ordinance.
bond ordinance is set for April 15th.
Here we go, okay. Sorry about that, we can hear staff speaking, sorry, that was me trying to
Pardon our
figure it
delay
out.
if you're online watching this, but we're working through it.
Oh, they're coming in.
Okay.
It was just a like. Oh, we've gotten a like and a heart.
That was from me.
It says this,
Okay, there's no more comments.
All right, do we have a closed session? No closed session.
Hold on.
While we're, next couple minutes, we'll stay in the public session also, we won't just jump out of that, but, just comments from the freeholders, if anybody has a comment about what's going on, please take your time, and, I just wanna make sure you're social distancing, washing your hands, all the stuff that's on there is working, let's keep it up. Salem County, let's do our job and stay down where we are, down there in the low numbers.
And I want residents to understand that sometimes you may not be able to get a hold of people at the county offices right now, because we are trying to limit the exposure to them. So be patient with us also, please.
Scott, any?
No, nothing for the public.
Vicky or Lee, any comment?
I would just like to say that we're tough times, especially in the next few weeks, but I wanna thank, the administrative staff and the staff and the health department, everybody's working very hard. We wanna keep these levels low. And like what Mr. Body said, when they going this stuff and stuff get going, you guys doing a great job.
Agreed. Jeff, maybe take a minute and step over, tell me what's happening around the county, our offices and stuff, our different departments, so people will know.
Put me in the hot seat, sir?
Yep, you're in the seat.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Throughout the county, we've been trying to do our best to keep our workforce working and keep them safe. That's been our priority. As of today, we have the prosecutor's department that's working half home and half at work. We wanted to keep it, like I said, keep everything running smoothly and keep the services going to the residents of Salem County. The sheriff's department are splitting shifts in town because the courts are basically closed down. They're, some are working home, some are working later shifts, things like that. So we're doing our best to keep them functioning. We also have the surrogate's office are on changed hours. Again, please reach out to these departments if you have questions. If you're waiting for information, please again reach out. Go on the website. Administrative access through the webpage would be good. Ask questions that way before you try to come out, because we have sealed off the buildings to the public, and without like an appointment or questions or the ability to have somebody here, it's going to be a waste of time for you. We also have the jail. We're rotating administrative staff there to try to save the workforce there in case anything goes wrong with COVID-19. Again, the Freeholder Board and administration is doing their best to keep everybody safe. Administratively, we are having staffing changes there. We're rotating shifts, again, trying to keep our employees safe. That's the basics right now. We're working through schedules with all the other departments. We've asked the department heads to basically provide their staffing ideas, and we're in the process of reviewing them and making the best choices of how that works for the county residents. So that will be forthcoming, hopefully by next week. We'll have scheduling changes throughout the county and county departments. Again, please reach out to these departments before you try to, contact, make sure you do make your phone calls and emails because it's going to be a wasted trip if you come out here.
So pretty much any meeting is appointment only?
Basically appointment only. So some departments have already acknowledged that and have been working through it, but again, I can't emphasize enough, please call first.
Can I talk about the tax appeals situation?
Yes.
Okay. Come over here. So,
You can have a hot seat.
the tax appeal are still going on, so if you are filing a tax appeal or you need paperwork for tax appeals, you can come to the 5th Street Complex Building, 110 5th Street, between 8:30 and 4:30. If you knock on the door, the sheriff's officer will come to the door, let them know that you're there to either drop off the tax appeal or you need tax appeal papers. To come into the building though, you will have to get your temperature taken. Otherwise, the sheriff's officer will take your paperwork and we have a bin specifically for that and we will make sure it gets to the tax office for you.
Thank you, Stacy.
And then one other point is the 911 center is up fully staffed. They're not going, but the building is in lockdown, so no one will be allowed to go in there. Their safety is still #1 priority also.
Thank you. Anybody else? Freeholders, anyone else? I just want to thank all the employees, our employees, and all our staff have been phenomenal. Through this thing, it's a difficult time for everybody. Everybody's concerned about their family and what's going on. Once again, we are blessed in Salem County to have at this point, a very low positive response as far as the COVID-19. And lastly, I'd like to talk about our administration, who's done a great job in holding this all together and keeping the entire county operating. We are open for business, and thank you, every one of you. Anyone else once again? If not, I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Thank you, everyone.